Hey guys, welcome to today's episode of War Barn. I am Jim. I restore World War II vehicles. The main thing I have is a Panzer 38T. I have a Kettenkrad I'm working on, Opel Blitzes, and some other vehicles. But today, I'm trying to figure out how I can work or come up with a device to elevate the main gun. So why don't you come in here and I'll show you what I got. So this here is a turret winder off of a 20 millimeter cannon. So I'm not going to use it for the horizontal device, but rather for the gun elevating. I'm going to try to jerry rig, retrofit this item. So the way it worked before is it sat, you can see where it sat on the turret ring, and this worked like that. So what I'm trying to do is I'm going to try to use it for the main gun, okay, which is right here. Here's a top view. You can see that. So I do have a deactivated cannon. I do have the sight. Everything else I gotta have fab. I have a guy that's working on a reproduction cradle. I have the mantlet. I don't have the mantlet housing or cradle, whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna have to come up with some kind of a recoil device. All this stuff that needs to be made. So if I can utilize this, I will mount it just like this. Rather than being like this, once again, it will be like this. The cannon will be here, and I'm gonna do this one of two ways. I'm not exactly sure how. So it's gonna either go like this, and I'll put a curved gear rack mounted, underneath the cannon. Let me show you. So this actually isn't one-to-one. There is a little bit of a gear reduction on there, so I could get a little bit of finesse. What I'm not sure is if there was two gears on the original one, so you can get close to your target, flip a switch, and do some minor adjustments. I'm not sure how that works. This is going to have to do. I've only seen one original one for sale. Somebody bought it right away. Another one might not ever come up. The thing about this, I'm going to try to make it bolt on. And if for some reason in the future I find the correct mechanism for this tank, maybe I can fix it. This works. The one that was for sale was all rotted. It was ground dug. So this might be better. Like to go with originality, but like I said, there's like just over a dozen of these things in existence. Less than half of those are running. You got to make do with what you got. So anyhow, again, I can either mount it like this, put the curved gear rack here, or I think my other option would be is to put the curved gear rack here. Now, the radius for the cannon elevating the end of the deflection, I think is going to be tighter than this. So that's a concern. So what I'm doing today is I'd like to see if I could pop this off. If I could pop this off, we can make another bracket, put the curved gear rack that might be tighter radius in there, and it might hit on there. So that's what I'm doing today. I want to take these bolts off, which I have loosened already, so you're seeing this live. I don't see where this mounts or stops on this bracket, so I think this spins freely, which is good. I'm not sure on the top part if there's a recess for the other side of the axle or a potential other gear, and that's what I got to check out. So I might have to use this as is. I might have to cut this if it does butt up. It's not really hacking because the gun's going to be here. The gear rack would either be here or the other way, and you wouldn't see it anyhow. Of course, we'll cut it nice if we need to. But for today's episode, I'm going to see if I can pull this off. So come on in, watch me as I unbolt this. I've already pre-loosened these, so they're about to come off. And let's see what we got here. Again, if this was the one I wanted to buy last year, I'd be doing a lot of work just getting the bolts off, and who knows how the gears would have been. So basically what I'm getting at is I'm happy with what I have. Hopefully I can utilize this, and we'll see what happens. Like I said, I pre-loosened these. This is a little interesting. It's got a lock on there, so I guess if you're in combat, safety wire, and these bolts shear off, I don't know how that would happen. This would hold it on. Well, it doesn't really make sense. Maybe this is more to hold this thing. This must be some kind of adjustment. So I'm learning as I'm talking here, guys. This is not here to hold this. That would be on to hold this. Why is that so important? It doesn't move? Well, we're going to find out. It's probably some kind of micro adjustment. Let's check it out. Then there's 2 more on the other side. So let's see. One more. As you can see, I started loosening this. I figured I'm going to stop. I don't need to have 10 different things apart. It's just me. I'm doing this on part-time. But this is something that, just out of curiosity, it shouldn't take long to see what kind of work I'm going to have to do to utilize this. Folks, stay right here. I'm going to get another set of wire cutters and see what I can do. You know what? Let's just do it. Let's just use this wire. Let's just do that. It's chipping and breaking. That'll do it. And it broke free already. Oh, look at this. There's one on the other side. Okay. Almost sounded like a song, didn't it? Let me get a screwdriver. Okay, so that's good news. There's nothing over here that's going into this cover that needs to be recessed. So basically what I'm getting at is this is not necessary. So I can go ahead, jig up some kind of other bracket to attach to the gear rack, whether it be here, curving this way, or curving the other way like this. So that's good news. I don't need to take this apart yet, but it looks like it spins freely. This was stored pretty much inside. This gear is in fantastic condition. It is a little sticky, so I'm not sure if I need to replace bearings, but there you go, guys. Okay, that's good news. Positive day here at the War Barn. Thanks for watching. If you like what I'm doing, subscribe, share, and like. Have a great day.